Okay, as you can probably tell, it's pretty windy out here at the moment, so I'm hoping that you can hear me. But today we are spending all day out at sea, which means we're not going to be getting off the ship at any point. Now, my plan, I'm obviously in an inside cabin, so I've come up here to try and get a bit of sunshine before going for breakfast, so I'm now heading down to the main dining room. And after that, I'll catch up with you on the plan for today, back in the safety and the calmness of my cabin. Okay, hi guys, so I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you on that top deck this morning, because it's absolutely blowing a gale out there. Now, in terms of geographically where we are right now, so we are heading back down towards Lanzarote tomorrow morning, and we left Madeira last night, so that means that all day today we're essentially in transit, so we're at sea, we're not getting off the ship because we are travelling from port 1 to port 2. Now, the good thing about this itinerary is that every single port we've been to is somewhere that I've never ever been before, so it's so exciting every day to wake up and wonder what's going to be outside the ship. I didn't realise how much I missed that when the whole COVID close down happened, but it's great to be back in a cruise world where we actually can go to new places every single day. It's so good. Now, plan for today, so as you know, I have had breakfast in the main dining room and I'll be having lunch down there as well. My favourite thing on a sea day actually is to have a main dining room lunch, because usually when I cruise I tend to have lunch, if I'm on the ship, it's really quick up at the buffet to try and get back off again. So it's really nice on a sea day just to chill out, have it served to you, and usually the quality of food that you get at lunchtime down there is really good, so I'm actually really looking forward to that. Now, before that, there's quite a lot on today, so on the schedule, which I always hold this up expecting you to take something from that. There probably isn't any benefit to doing that. But the point I'm trying to make here is there's loads and loads of things on here. So you can start your day all the way back at 7 AM with, it's classes in the gym, which if that's what you're looking for, you're probably on the wrong channel, because I don't tend to do much in the gym on a cruise. All the way through until midnight tonight. So you can pretty much load your day back to back and be dead busy all the way through, or you can do nothing and you can go and read a book, nip down for lunch, go read another book, sit by the pool. So look, there's no pressure at all. Like, loads of people say to me, like, Fraser, don't you get a little bit fed up on a cruise ship all day? Like, how do you actually pass the time? And what they don't realise is that there's events running for the entire day on here. So yeah, definitely, if you're looking to cruise for the first time, please don't worry about getting bored. It's not going to happen. Now, I'm going up to the top deck to play Shuffleboard, which I'll walk you through when I can actually show you what that is, but it's essentially one of the deck games on the ship, so I'll show you that shortly. After that, I'll go for lunch, and then it's down to the Pantomime Workshop, which I'm not entirely convinced that is going to be my vibe, but we'll give it a go. So they've got an external company on the ship this week. So I probably should explain, it's currently the 7th of December, which means that obviously it's like 2 weeks before Christmas, and the ship is very Christmas themed right now, which is lovely. I've never been on a Christmas cruise before. But one of the things that comes with that is that they've got a panto company on board. So they did a show the other day, which honestly, I thought it was going to be a children's show, and I was like buckled, like proper laughing, so that it was great. I'm hoping the workshop today is going to be equally as funny, so that's at 2 o'clock. And then the plan for in between then and dinner, to be honest, there's not a great deal. I am hoping to get a bit of time on a sun lounger by the pool, because I feel like I really need that to just switch off a bit. And then the last thing before dinner, I actually can't wait for. So I think I mentioned in my last video, or maybe the one before, I absolutely love Christmas. It's my favourite time of the year, and to be on a cruise ship at Christmas pretty much combines two of my absolute favourite things into one. Every night on this ship, they do like movies under the stars, or movies by the pool, right, where they make all the loungers really comfortable, they put a film on the screen, and then you can just chill out with blankets and stuff. And the film this afternoon is Elf, which is one of my favourite Christmas films, so I'm really excited to be watching that on a cruise ship in the sunshine approaching the Canary Islands. It's a very weird feeling. But hey, look, that will bring us up until before dinner, which is when I'll be back here to talk to you. I don't actually think I'll be back in this cabin between now and then. So look, let's head out now, let's get up to the top deck, try and get a lounger, and yeah, we'll take the day from there. So we'll head up now. Okay, so what is Shuffleboard? Now, the way that I would explain this, and this might be completely wrong, and someone might come in and say that they hate my description, but I think it's a little bit like double-sided curling, where you essentially throw your puck by sliding the stick at it, it lands in this kind of scoring area on the other side of the deck, and you either get points, you get points taken away, or you get nothing. Actually, really, really good fun on a sea day. However, the next best thing for me, in terms of fun on a sea day, is eating, so let's get in for lunch. Okay, so just left lunch. I was going to walk around the prom deck with you, but it's a little bit windy, so you definitely wouldn't be able to hear me. But lunch today, I'm actually very impressed with P&O for a couple of different reasons. So today, the quality of food in that dining room was really, really good. I've got some pictures and a few videos of what I was eating that I'll flash up onto the screen now for you, but really, really good. And the other thing that I am impressed with currently is how P&O are treating solo travellers. So there's quite a few cruise lines that I've seen this year where you can't sit at your own table and you have to table share, which, okay, I usually am quite sociable over a meal that I quite like. Meeting new people, I quite like sharing a table, but today wasn't one of those days, and I just wanted to chill out, be on my own for a bit. And when you make your reservation on the app for your table, you've got the ability to either share or to request one on your own, which is definitely a really, really nice, it's a nice touch from P&O actually, because they don't have to do that, so I really like that. Now, I am about to get ready to head to the infamous Pantomime Workshop, so yeah, watch this space on that one. Who knows, I might be in full drag by the pool after, which, I mean, that would make a YouTube, video. But yeah, for now, I am going to take a wander around this deck. I absolutely love it down here because you've got the ocean right beside you. I mean, if I can spin round, you can hopefully see. You've got the ocean right beside you. I always feel as though people don't really know that the prom deck's here because there's literally nobody down here. And our weather today is 22 degrees, and yes, it's in the shade here, but it's just so nice to be out by the water. So yeah, maybe people just haven't figured this part of the ship out. So if you are coming on here, make sure that you go to deck 7 and get a few laps of this deck in after lunch. Yeah, massively would recommend it, and it's just so nice to detach, I suppose. But yeah, look, let's get into the ship and let's get up to the Panto Workshop. That is all you're getting. There is not a chance I'm putting that whole video on, believe it or not. I do have 2.5 minutes of that, but given the fact that I can't sing and I can't dance, there's no way I'm putting it on here for all of you. Now anyway, after the Panto Workshop, I headed along to this was actually a cake decorating competition between the captain on the left hand side and I think the hotel director, although that might be wrong, on the right hand side. So basically those guys decorated their cakes, everyone went to look and then voted for the winner. I think in this case the captain won, which yeah, probably could have told you that was going to happen. But I've never seen this done on a ship before, but granted I've never cruised at Christmas before. But yeah, really like this idea from P&O.
Notice the ship's been in a lot calmer over the past 10 minutes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And after that, it was time for me to head to my favourite part of the ship, which is that pool right at the back, grab a sun lounger for a couple of hours, and just chill out in the sun really. the biggest bit of advice I would give you if you do enjoy the sun is to head to the pool at the back of the ship all the time if you're at sea, because it's really, really protected, so you tend to not get any wind here. But yeah, from here, over to movies under the stars. Right, being on a cruise ship, watching Elf on a giant screen 2.5 weeks before Christmas is mad. This outdoor cinema thing works so well on P&O. I've only ever seen it done on Princess, and it's so good to see it come as I get smothered in a blanket. It's so good to see it come into fruition on another cruise line, so I really hope that this continues, and I also really hope that people support it, because at the end of the day, the more people that actually use it on the ships, the more likely they are to roll it out across the whole fleet and then to continue improving it. But no, really good, and actually so comfortable where it is in Azura, so if you are planning to cruise on here, definitely recommend picking a night and just having a movie night. Now, that said, tonight is actually formal night for us, so I don't have the luxury of watching the whole film as much as I would love to. I need to go back to my room and get ready to, well, actually dress up, so to be honest, I'm just going to chill 5 more minutes here, which might become 10 minutes, which probably will become 20, and then head back down to my room. Now, when I get down there, I'll give you a bit of a run through of tonight's entertainment and what the plan is for later on. See you shortly. Okay, so after a pretty mad, actually, half an hour just running around, getting everything ready, getting showered, getting sorted, I'm now back in the room and ready to go out again. So yeah, today's panned out a little bit differently to what I was expecting it to be like earlier in the week. And to be honest, the main reason for that is the weather. So if you've seen my other videos from this cruise, you'll have seen that the weather, with the exception of Madeira, the weather's been beautiful, and it's been sort of 23, 24, 25 degrees with loads of sunshine. Now, the two main differences today were, one, there was quite a lot of cloud, and two, there was a heck of a lot of wind. You've probably got a bit of a feel for it in the videos from today, but the wind out on those top decks in particular was really, really strong. And it's definitely worth bearing that in mind if you are on an itinerary that's got sea days. I know that some of you guys that watch this are so well seasoned, so you'll absolutely know this already. But if you are watching this preparing for your first cruise, then days at sea typically will give you a bit of wind. I guess it's just like when you're in any form of transport, you know, if you were to sit on the roof of the car, you're going to get wind. So yeah, just always apply that logic. It's usually not an issue if you find the right part to lie in. But yeah, today it was sort of going at all angles. Now, that said, we are going through a bit of a weather system right now. The ship is pretty heavily listed over to one side due to the wind. So hopefully, you know, that's just a bit of an example of the weather we're having at the moment, rather than it being a norm for your cruise. But hey, look, today, although it's been a little bit different and I've spent more time inside than I would usually like to on a sea day, it's still been brilliant. So I think the highlight has got to be watching Elf on the top deck. That was, yeah, just brilliant. Really enjoyed that. So anyway, tonight, the plan for later, so I'm heading up to, it's called the Planet Bar on here, which is the bar at the very top of the ship that overlooks either side of the ship. So you usually get a great view, and up there they kind of specialise in like more like fancy boutique cocktails and stuff, so looking forward to seeing what I can get up there. And after that, we'll head down for dinner, and then I'm also I'm also really looking forward to the show tonight, which is basically, it's all about, well, it's all the musicals really, and I always find that musicals are the best on a ship. I don't know if that's just what the entertainment cast are best trained in, or maybe that's just what I prefer to watch, but I've never really seen a show based on musicals that's been bad. So yeah, hopefully tonight will be really good, and we'll finish tonight on a high. But this is probably the last time that I'm going to speak to you tonight, because it's formal night, so after dinner I'll probably just stay with the other solos and do the show with them, so it's, yeah, much more difficult to jump on and have a chat with you guys. So look, for now, just as always, thanks very much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, then please think about subscribing to the channel. It'd be brilliant to have you on board as we explore more ships together, I guess. And yeah, while you're down there, if you could give the video a wee thumbs up, that would be brilliant. But look, for now, I better go because I'm already 10 minutes late for where I'm meant to be. And yeah, I'll catch up with you all tomorrow. But for now, good night. Bye guys.